table compares the literacy rates of the Philippines, Singapore, and Vietnam. It shows that the Philippines has a literacy rate of about 93.1% based on PSA 2019, or around 96% according to the World Bank, while Singapore and Vietnam have higher rates of approximately 97 to 98% and 96.1% respectively. Overall, all three countries demonstrate high literacy levels, but Singapore and Vietnam have achieved near universal literacy through sustained education investments. The Philippines, meanwhile, continues to maintain strong literacy rates despite facing regional and socio-economic disparities.
Now, let's proceed to the theme Functional Literacy, which refers to the ability to use reading, writing, and numeracy skills in daily life and work. In the Philippines, functional literacy stands at 70.8% based on the 2019 survey of the Philippine Statistic Authority. This means nearly 3 in 10 Filipinos struggles with applying basic skills in real-life situations, such as following instructions or managing personal finances. In contrast, Singapore doesn't publish a specific percentage but constantly performs well in global assessments like PIAAC, indicating strong functional literacy among its population. Vietnam, while lacking official figures, shows effective literacy application through its strong focus on STEM and vocational education, which promote real-world skills use. The main insight here is that the Philippines needs to shift focus from basic literacy to applied skill-based learning. Singapore and Vietnam's emphasizes on competency-based education shows that integrating literacy with practical, everyday skills leads to better workforce readiness and lifelong learning. And strengthening functional literacy is a key to improving national productivity and individual empowerment in the Philippines.
In this slide, we compare the education policies of the Philippines, Singapore, and Vietnam. The Philippines has the Alternative Learning System or ALS, which gives out-of-school youth and adults a second chance to study, and FLAMS, which tracks our literacy progress. Singapore focuses on skills, future, and lifelong learning, helping people upgrade their skills through continuous education. Vietnam promotes education for all and rural literacy campaigns, making sure even those in the far areas can study. Overall, the Philippines aims for inclusivity, Singapore for workforce skills, and Vietnam for rural education. Combining these trends can help improve literacy across Asian countries. This slide shows how communities and organizations support literacy. In the Philippines, NGOs and LGUs help through literacy outreach programs and ACEP projects. Singapore's NGOs focus on training workers and running community learning hubs for adults. In Vietnam, there are community learning centers or CLCs all over the country that provide continuous education. The insight is that community-based learning is very effective. The Philippines can learn from Vietnam's CLC model to improve literacy programs, especially in rural areas.
Okay, so now let's proceed to digital literacy integrations. First, we have here is the Philippines. So, in DepEd in the Philippines raise a digital program in the ICT integrations, and also in school and ALS. This is to aims to enhance digital literacy among student and out of school learners. However, these implementations still faces challenges due to limited resources, especially in remote areas. While other hand, Singapore has the Smart Nation initiative, this to promote digital literacy for all citizens. This is the reflecting a nationwide effort to make technology part of our daily life, and also in the government services and educations. While Vietnam is, after the pandemic COVID-19, Vietnam made a digital learning part of its national curriculum. because in making education more accessible and adaptive to modern needs. So the insight is the Philippines is making a progress but still lags behind due to resources gaps. It can learn from Singapore advancement, digital strategy, and Vietnam's affordable, scalable solutions. By adopting these similar models can help bridge the country digital divided, ensuring inclusive access to technology and education for all.
Good day everyone. Today I'll be explaining our template 3 which focuses on lifelong learning program in different ASEAN countries. So in the Philippines, we have the IELTS and TESDA program that aim to help adults continue their education and gain vocational skills for employment. Meanwhile, in Singapore, the government support adults through Skill Future, a program that fund continuous learning and skills development to stay competitive in their careers. In Vietnam, they focus on community-based lifelong learning center that encourage people to keep learning at any age and within the local communities. So from these examples, we can see that lifelong learning is important for personal and national development. It promotes sustained literacy and growth. The Philippines can take inspiration from Singapore's model by improving access and providing better funding for adult education program. And that's all from my part.